this is it. This is the way into the show.
Also judges, officials.
It just says welcome to Hambleton Show. I don't think those are separate entrance. Waving you in.
Down there, turn left past the boxes and turn right. Brilliant, thank you. Down here. Morning. Shush, Ruby.
Welcome back to the Lost Equestrian. Today I'm taking you along for a day out at Hambleton Show, one of the real gems of the Northern Showing calendar. The show was first established over 30 years ago and was held at Carlton Huswaite. It's now been moved to Sutton Park, and over the decades it's grown into something really quite special. What started as a more local event has developed into a show with over 200 classes, including qualifiers for the Royal International Horse Show, the Horse of the Year Show, and so many more. It has become one of the top shows in the north of England, and that's entirely thanks to the incredible people who've supported it, built it up and kept it going. So a huge thank you goes to everyone who has helped shape Hambleton into the show it is today. Magnus was invited here today to do part of the judging for the Burley Young Event Horse class, so I thought Ruby and I would come along for a wander, meet some friends, soak up the atmosphere and enjoy a day out. Ruby, of course, took her role as Chief Explorer very seriously. She typically met people with a perhaps regal outlook that she usually has, sniffed everywhere and generally acted as if she owned the place. One of the reasons Hambleton Show feels so special is it has that real old world charm to it. It's held in a wonderful country park, with those traditional rope rings that make you feel like you've stepped back into the golden age of agricultural shows. It's a place where the atmosphere is felt the minute you arrive. It's relaxed, it's rural, and full of characters. I think the horses like it as much as the people do. The show has always been run in aid of charity, and over the years it's donated more than £77,000 to causes including the Yorkshire Cancer Research and the Yorkshire Air Ambulance, both of which mean so much to the countryside community. So come along with me today as I explore the rings and take a look at what really goes into a showing show. I'll show you some of the moments from the Burley Young Event Horse Ring, as well as snippets from a few of the other showing classes too. It's a lovely mix of tradition, talent and proper northern show spirit. So here are the Burley Young Event horses at Hambleton Show. These are the 4-year-olds, where they have to do some dressage over the far side there. And then they come into the show jumping part, the jumping section, where they also do their gallop before being stood out to have their conformation assessed as well. So we'll watch this one jump around.
So these jumping rounds aren't judged like a traditional show jumping round where they don't necessarily get points for, like they don't necessarily get full faults for knocking a fence down or anything like that. They're jumped on kind of style and suitability for the eventing. So they want to see a bold horse that, as much as it has to be careful, it also has to prove that it can do the eventing job. This one's going for a gallop. So yeah, the traditional scoring for jumping doesn't really reflect in the mark given. It more relates to kind of their potential for being a top class event horse. So this is where they finish the round, so now they'll come and do the confirmation stage.
There are 2 separate classes here, one for the 4-year-olds and one for the 5-year-olds. Each horse completes 3 sections. There's a dressage test, a jumping course, and then a confirmation and suitability section as well. What makes these classes a little bit different is the scoring. The traditional penalty score system isn't used in these classes, and you won't see horses being marked down specifically for things like a pole down or a mistake in the dressage. Instead, each section is judged on almost like an overall impression of the performance, and each section has its own judge. That means there's 3 judges in total, and each give their own independent mark. All of the marks are added together, and the highest scoring horses in both of the 4-year-olds and the 5-year-old sections qualify for the championship, which is held every year at the iconic Burghley Horse Trials. There's a real range of showing classes available at Hambleton Show, and here we see the ridden heavy horse class. We didn't hang around for long after Mangs had finished judging, and that was purely because we had to get home and get some rest before setting off for France. I'd made an error when I'd booked the tickets, and some changes to the terms and conditions meant that we had to arrive at the train at Le Shuttle at 3:30 in the morning, which meant leaving Yorkshire at about 10:30 at night. So we zoomed home and got a couple of hours sleep before setting off.
Here we are going over the Dartford crossing on our way to France. It is a grand total of 1:41 in the morning. I am still regretting my decision on which train to take, and they clearly haven't read the speed limits, 50 miles an hour. Any views on me setting off, booking the train, silly o'clock?
I'm much happier about it because I have met very little traffic.
Magnus is still happy and awake.
Bright-eyed, bushy-tailed.
I wouldn't say we're ever bright-eyed, but you know, we'll agree
Or
to
bushy-tailed, actually, for that matter.
Here we are, crossing the Dartford crossing. You go over the bridge on the way there and under it on the way home. So our windscreen looks filthy too, by the way.
Does it?
Yeah, through the camera. What it is about it that you're getting on a train to go under the sea to go to a different country. Don't know, it just never gets old. Goodbye, England.
Have you been on ferries before?
Only a couple of times. Do you think we'll be going upstairs or downstairs?
I don't know.
Well, I think we're going... No, we're going to go upstairs. Oh, damn it. Don't know why, I don't like going upstairs.
Upstairs?
Yeah. upstairs. For some reason it seems so much tighter.
I can't really see.
It fills me with confidence when you say things like that when you drive.
Then it can be up a hill. Can't really see. All look in the cupboards.
We've arrived in Compiègne, it's our first day, and we've stumbled upon the kind of the town square by the church to some sort of festival type medieval thing going on. So we've got these fabulous draft horses, and there's going to be like a procession, and here's the church behind us. Not quite sure what it is that's happening. Oh, and there's another horse over there.
Yeah. They're serving up the lunch. Another one there. Two of them. 2 or 3.
There seems to be some sort of medieval festival going on. I'm just going to...
For our first day and night in France, we stopped at Compiègne. And the only reason we stopped here was because Magnus actually competed at the horse event here in the early 1990s and remembers the town being beautiful. So we stopped partly for the nostalgia. We realised when we got here that we'd stumbled upon a bit of a hidden gem, as every year at the end of May, the town holds a huge celebration dedicated to Joan of Arc. It's called the Fête Jeanne d'Arc, excuse my French pronunciation, and it marks the moment she was captured just outside the city in 1430. The whole weekend is full of medieval reenactments, horses, music, markets, and a big historical parade that winds through the streets. We were here on the day of the parade, on the Sunday. But on the Saturday, you get a huge medieval market, a big evening show, apparently with horses, fire displays, and performers in full armours. But on the Sunday where we went there, it was a more traditional side. There was a church service and ceremonies, and finally, what we're witnessing now, the big parade with knights and loads of people in costume. We also spent time exploring the town, and it really is lovely. There's beautiful old streets, loads of cafes and small bars. It's one of those places that feels like a hidden gem. So I highly recommend Compiègne if you're ever in this part of France.
You ready to get scared?
How amazing.
The river is about that way, haven't we?